Good morning, friends. Today we are starting our new chapter, that is Introduction to Microbiology. So firstly we should know what is a microbiology. The word gives the meaning. Microbe means microbes. Microbe means very small organisms, and the biology, it is the study of that is a living thing. So microbiology, it is one of the branch of a biology that deals with the study of the microorganism. Now this is the basic definition of a microbiology. In this chapter we have to study the usefulness of this microorganism for our routine purpose, or for the welfare of the human being, how the microorganisms they are useful, that we have to study in this chapter. This microbiology, it is divided into various branches according to the study of the microorganism or the usefulness of the microorganism in the different field of the human being. This microbiology, it is useful. The first one that we have to study in this chapter, that is the applied microbiology. Now what is the applied microbiology? In the branch of this applied microbiology, there is a study of the different enzymes, then proteins, then the applied genetics, then the other field, that is biotechnology. All these are studied in related to the microorganism, that we are using the microorganism from the prehistoric period. The way that we are using it in making the different food items, we have to study all these food items where we are using these microorganism. And in the applied microbiology, these microorganisms, they are useful in getting the different enzymes. You know very well that the enzymes, they are used in different chemical processes, and these enzymes, they play a very important role in enhancing the rate of a chemical reaction. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या केमिकल रिएक्शन्स मध्ये आपण एन्झाइम्सचा वापर करतो. आता हे एन्झाइम्स काय आहेत? एन्झाइम्स आर नथिंग बट दीज आर द प्रोटीन्स. These are the proteins, and most of the enzymes, they are obtained from the microorganisms, and commercially these enzymes, they are useful for the production of the different products. For getting the different product commercially, the enzymes, they are useful, and because of this, in the branch of this applied microbiology, the study of the enzyme is done. Different types of proteins. We know that in our body, various proteins are synthesized, and commercially the proteins are very important, and for the production of the proteins, the microorganisms, they play a very important role. Means in short, commercially we are using the enzymes for the production of the different product, and this is the branch, that is the applied microbiology, where we can study all these. Second one is, that is the industrial microbiology. What is the industrial microbiology? The word gives a meaning. At the industrial level, the microorganisms, they are useful for getting the product, various product commercially. So the commercial use of the microbes, in which various economic, social and environment related processes are included. Various economic, you know very well, the probiotics are nothing but these are the product which contain the active microorganisms. They contain the active microbes, and which are useful for us. So the production of such a product with the help of the microorganism, in order to useful for the economy of our country, that is the economically, social and the environment related process. For the social means, for example, you know the sewage or garbage is there, the proper utilization of this one, it is also done with the help of the microorganism. We have to see one by one how the microorganisms, they are useful for us. Then environment related processes, they are also included. These industrial microbiology, it is divided into two parts, or the main features of the industrial microbiology. These are given in our textbook, that is the various production of the various materials, or the fermented products like the bread, cheese, wine. All these are the food items which are the part of a regular diet, which are nutritive, and all these are commercially synthesized with the help of this microorganism. Then the use of microbe in the garbage management. We know that the proper disposal of the garbage, it is one of the most important problem, because of which the pollution is increasing day by day. In order to control the pollution, the proper management of the garbage, or the decomposition of the garbage, it can be done with the help of the microorganisms. Some microbes, they are added to the garbage, and because of which the biodegradation, it is done, and we can manage the garbage. Okay, so now we are moving towards the different products that we can obtain from the microorganism. Nowadays, commercially, various microorganisms, they are useful, but from the prehistoric period, we are using the microorganism. We know that our mother, whenever she is making the yogurt or a curd, what she is doing? You might be known about this. Firstly, the milk is boiled up to its boiling point. Okay. Then it is cooled up to lukewarm, not the chilled. Okay. Then a drop of buttermilk or a curd is added to that milk, and this milk, which is in which the curd or that buttermilk is added, it is put aside for about 5 to 6 hours, and in that period our milk is converted into the yogurt or a curd. Now this is at our household level. Okay. आपली आई दुधाचं दही करते, आपल्याला माहिती आहे दुधाचं दही करताना काय करते, त्याच्यामध्ये विरजण टाकते. ठीक आहे. याला विरजण म्हणजे काय, तर ताक किंवा दही, ताक किंवा दह्याचं 1 चम्मचभर दही आपली आई त्याच्यामध्ये टाकते. आता ज्या वेळेला त्याच्यामध्ये ताक किंवा दही टाकण्यात येते, त्यावेळेला आई काय टाकते नेमकं, शी इज ऍडिंग द microorganism. Which microorganism is present in that buttermilk or that curd? It is the microorganism. The name of the microorganism is, that is lactobacilli, or singularly called as a lactobacillus. Lactobacillus. Now what is this lactobacillus? It is one of the bacteria that brings about the curdling of the milk. It brings about the curdling of a milk. Now how it is done? This lactobacilli, it convert the lactose sugar which is present in a milk. That lactose sugar is converted into lactic acid. What is the taste of a milk? दुधाची चव कशी आहे? गोड आहे. साखर टाकल्यानंतर गोड होते ते गोड नाही. साखर जरी नाही टाकली तरीही दुधाची चव कशी आहे? गोड, मधुर आहे. And why the taste is sweet? Because of the presence of the sugar, that is the lactose sugar. And after adding the buttermilk, or we can say simply the lactobacilli, these are the bacteria that can bring about the conversion of the lactose sugar into the lactic acid. Lactose is converted into lactic acid, and this lactic acid is sour to taste. It is sour to taste and because of which our curd is sour to taste. दह्याची चव ही आंबट असते, दुधाची चव ही गोड असते, कारण दुधामध्ये लॅक्टोज शुगर आहे. पण ज्यावेळेला दुधाचं दही होते त्यावेळेला दिस लॅक्टोज शुगर इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू द लॅक्टिक ऍसिड अँड दॅट्स व्हाय our curd is sour to taste. Okay, now the question is that why the milk has to be boiled previously. आपल्याला दुधाचं दही करत असताना दूध आणल्याबरोबर आपण त्याच्यामध्ये जर दही किंवा ताक टाकलं तर त्याचं दही बनते का? दही बनते, परंतु त्याच्यामध्ये काही हार्मफुल मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स पण असतात. सो in order to kill these microorganisms which are harmful, we have to boil the milk previously and after that in a lukewarm म्हणजे कोमट दूध, एकदम थंडगार दुधामध्ये जर आपण जे लॅक्टोबॅसिली आहे ते ऍड केले तर दही चांगल्या प्रकारे होत नाही. The reason is that for the activity of these lactobacilli the temperature is required which is present in a lukewarm milk. So this is a natural or a normal process that we are doing at our home. By taking the use of this principle, the yogurt is synthesized or manufactured at a commercial level and this yogurt is having the much importance at a commercial level. So whenever the milk is converted into the curd, at that time the solidification is done because the proteins which are present in a milk they get coagulated. They get coagulation म्हणजे काय? घट्ट होणे. ओके, दूध हे पातळ असतं परंतु दही कसं बनते? घट्ट. So that the solidification it is done and the typical taste flavor of the curd it is because of the synthesis of a diacetyl. हा शब्द लक्षात ठेवायचा आहे. Diacetyl which is present or which is synthesized during the process of the conversion of the lactose into the lactic acid. Understand this? Okay. So at the commercial level, whenever the yogurt formation takes place, now we are moving toward the next point or next dairy product. At the commercial level, different dairy products they are synthesized. For example, all we are familiar with this product, that is yogurt, then cheese, paneer, kefir, then cream. All these are the milk product or the dairy product which are synthesized with the help of the microorganisms. We have to see all these dairy products one by one, how they are commercially synthesized. Also we have to see the first one is that is the yogurt. So what is the how the yogurt is obtained? Firstly, the milk is pasteurized. Yogurt. The pasteurization of the milk is done. Then pasteurization, what is the meaning of pasteurization? Heating at certain temperature so that the harmful microorganism, if they are present in the milk, they should be killed. They should be killed. So firstly the pasteurization is done and then the species of the microorganism, that is Lactobacillus delbruecae and Streptococcus thermophilus. Now I am telling about at the commercial level. At household level we are using only the Lactobacillus, but at a commercial level the two species of the microorganism, that is Streptococcus thermophilus and the Lactobacillus delbruecae, these are added to the milk which is previously pasteurized, and in this milk some milk powder is added so that the quality of the yogurt which is enhanced, it becomes solidified and the proteins they get coagulated, and in this way at the commercial level the yogurt formation, it is manufacture of the yogurt, it is done at the commercial level, and this yogurt is having a commercial value. We are generally we are purchasing this from the market. It is the yogurt that is more solidified, and in this process the acetaldehyde is synthesized. Acetaldehyde, and this acetaldehyde it enhances the typical taste to our yogurt. So this is the first product, that is a yogurt that obtained commercially, and the microorganisms which are useful here, that is the Streptococcus thermophilus and the Lactobacillus delbruca. Whenever you are studying it, you should have to remember the microorganism, otherwise you will get confused. So in the next video we will see the next dairy product.